y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be our March favorites. Ooh, 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 ooh. Y'all know I get excited about the favorite videos, so we are just going to dive right in. I don't have a ton of favorites, but there are a few products that I have been loving all month long. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So I'm wondering where we should start. Let's start with the old face base, shall we? So the first thing I want to talk about, I actually haven't purchased the full size yet, but I definitely will. I have been loving it, and this is the Mercier Bronze Radiance Primer. It's just a little guy right here. It is very nice to prime your face with for makeup, and I'm just going to try to put a little bit on my hand here. So that's it there. Nothing super exciting. As you blend it out, it just gives a nice little, I don't even know if you can see it, a nice little shimmer to the skin. So this is nice as a base for your makeup, as well as a nice kind of just one product. I'm out the door running errands, don't want to obviously do all of this, but I want something that will make me look at least like kind of an even, I got a lot of sleep, even skin tone. If that makes any sense. So it does help extend the wear of your makeup. It is a really good primer just in general. And I really like the kind of bronziness of it. Like I said, I like to just kind of put it all over my face after moisturizer or sunscreen and then just head on out the door. So that is that. The next product that I have been loving is very exciting, and you guys heard me talk about it in my top 5 under 10 video if you saw that. And this is the Loreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. Bam. I heart this stuff. This is the color Classic Tan Cappuccino in 7-8, and this is just such a good everyday foundation. It's the foundation I'm wearing today. It's just such a good color. It provides, I'd say, light to medium coverage. And I haven't really attempted to build it up to say if it gets better coverage than that. But it does give, yeah, I will say light to medium coverage. And it has broad spectrum SPF 20, so that's always good. It does not oxidize on me throughout the day. And with a good primer and a finishing spray, it really does last long days. Like I work 10-hour days, so this comes in handy. I love it, and it's super affordable. Can get it from the drugstore. Love it so much. So that is that. The next product I would like to discuss, I think, just looking down at my stash here, it's something that was very much hyped all over YouTube and Instagram, and I finally got my hands on it, but I'm very happy to report it wasn't some high ticket item. So this is the RCMA No Color Powder. So good. You get so much powder in here. This is 3 ounces of powder. Like, I don't think I'll ever need another powder in my whole entire life. The only downside to this powder is that the cap here is just like a powder sifter, so it can get very messy, so I do have to be careful with it. I want to get like just a separate refillable powder container with like a sifter. I think that's a thing that I can look up, but either way, that's what I want to get for this. This is such a great, as it states, no color powder. Now, some powders do claim to be translucent, but then you take pictures and you get a flashback, blah, 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 blah. But this one, we do not have that problem with that. So that is pretty awesome. And it's so inexpensive. If you can get your hands on it, I paid $12 for mine at Camera Ready Cosmetics. They do sell it on Beautylish, but I think they're all out on Beautylish. But you can always get on a wait list on Beautylish to be notified when it's back in stock. So that's a thing if you're interested. But this is just such a great powder because the full size version of the Mercier translucent powder is so super expensive. Sit down, pumpkin. Sit down. Hi. Hi. You just need some loving? Okay. Go sit down. So yeah, the full size version of this is just a travel version. The full size is very expensive. I think it's like 40, maybe 50 bucks. This is just a travel version, which honestly is plenty. And I think I paid maybe $15. Sorry, I have to make sure he's not tearing up my rug. I think I maybe pay $15 for this, and it's only 0.33 ounces as opposed to a whole 3 ounces of this one. So very good. Really, really like that powder. Okay, just wanted to make sure we were recording. So the next product I think we should discuss is definitely new to me, but I love it. Any day that I'm wearing eyeshadow for more than 5 minutes of filming, I am using this. This is the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. I really don't know what I was waiting on to pick up this product. I had heard good things about it, and I was like, oh, I'll try it. Oh, I'll try it. Oh, I'll try it. I finally went ahead and picked it up, and it is so great. And it's especially good with Colourpop shadows and with the Makeup Geek, what do they call? The Makeup Geek, the really pigmenty, like pressed pigment shadows. I can't think of the name of them right now, but those shadows on me tend to transfer if I don't wear a really heavy duty primer. And so this has been perfect. Again, that's the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. You only need the tiniest bit of this and you're good to go. So this tube, provided it doesn't dry out, is going to last me a really long time. So I'm excited. So in order to move in that same direction, we're going to talk about this next product, and this is a Makeup Forever shadow, and I believe the color is D. Yes, this is in D652. So that's the color there. This shadow is so stinking pretty. Do you see that? It's such a pretty metallic bronzy color, and that's it there. It's such a pretty color, and on my complexion, it honestly is like a bronzier version of my skin tone when I apply it to my eye. So what I really like to do for a very simple eye look, if that's what I'm looking for that day, if I want to do something quick, I will put this shadow all over the lid and then blend out the crease with something that's definitely my skin tone, like Saddle from MAC, or just like a skin toned eyeshadow just in the crease to blend this out, and then mascara, and you're out the door. If you want to do something a little more intense, you can kind of smoke out the outer corner with a darker brown, maybe say a fudge from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and again, mascara out the door, lashes, wing liner. The world is your oyster, pumpkin, after you put on this shadow. And it's just so reflective and pretty, if you can see that there. Now, here's the kicker. This is just one swatch with my finger. If you're feeling frisky, I would advise dipping your brush into this shadow and then spraying your brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. Apply that to your lid. Shine bright like a diamond. It is so pretty. And again, this is the diamond finish from the Makeup Forever shadows, and they're so sparkly and pretty. It's just such a gorgeous color. I love, show you again, I love this shadow. It's so pretty. The next product I would like to tell you all about, I have, I got quite a few new products here today. But the next one I want to discuss is the Urban Decay 24/7 Concealer Pencil. And this is in the color, I believe, KGB, which seems a little suspect, but okay, we'll go with it. So anyway, it's a pencil concealer here. This is it. I'm not kidding. It definitely says KGB on the pencil there. So this is just a stick shadow concealer, and this is it here. I'll swatch it on my hand so you can see. And it's just a really creamy stick formula. What I love for this concealer is to highlight underneath my brow. And so what I'll do is take just the tiniest swipe of this right under the highest point of my brow, and then I will blend it out with a really tiny brush. This is the Morphe M559 brush. It's just a flat definer brush, and I will blend down the concealer there, and it helps to highlight the brow, and then as well kind of even out my shadow if I've gone too high with my blending. It'll kind of tame that down a little bit. So this has been great. It lasts throughout the day. I don't have to do anything particularly special to set it, but it works out really well. KGB 24/7 Concealer Pencil from Urban Decay. So moving right along. I don't know what this dance is, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think the next couple products that I have are all lip products, actually. And so the first one, I've been kind of eyeing these for a little while, and I finally decided to take the plunge to see what all the hype was about. Turns out the hype is real. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Pencil in the color Iconic Nude. So that's it there. I'm going to swatch it over here. So that's the color there. It's just a really pretty nude, almost brownie pink nude color. My voice just cracked a little bit. A brownie pink nude color. It is the color I've actually filled in my entire lip with it. And then I topped it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss and Vintage. These two are the perfect pinky nude for my complexion. So I've really been loving this because I've definitely been experimenting with some different eye looks, as you can see. Got a little smoky glitter happening today because I couldn't help myself. And so with that, I like to pair mostly smokier, more bold eye looks with a nude to nudie pink lip. And so this has been a good combination for me. So the next product that I want to mention, and I do believe, yeah, these two are my last favorites for the month. These are quickly becoming the loves of my life. And that is the Colourpop Ultra Satin Lips. If you haven't tried them, you have to. You just have to. You simply just pause this, run over to Colourpop, pick up a few of these, come back, no worries. I'll wait. Waiting. But in the meantime, if you want to hear a little bit more, I'll go ahead and tell you. These are just the greatest formula. Now, I don't have another, like I don't have the Ultra Matte Lip to compare them to because I haven't tried them. And so I just have these and then the standard lippy sticks. But this formula is so good. It's not moussey, but not completely liquidy. It glides on the lips really nicely. It's fully opaque in one swipe. And the lasting power is really pretty ridiculous on these colors. And as they dry down, they don't dry completely matte. They start definitely with a satin finish, but as the kind of day wears on, that super satiny finish does wear down a little bit, and it almost settles into a soft matte, if that makes any sense. And so two of my favorite colors have been the Rabbit and Frickin' Frack. Those are the two I have here. I'll swatch them both for you. So those are it here. So this one is Frickin' Frack. And then next to it is the Rabbit. I mean, how beautiful is the Rabbit, you guys? I almost wore it today. But I just felt like with this eye, I was doing a lot with this lip. But how pretty are those? I just love them. Like I said, the wear time is super, super long. I mean, just like a liquid lipstick, I apply it in the morning before I leave. And then I apply maybe again after lunch. And that's it. And they wear beautifully. Like they definitely fade into a very lightly tinted version of what the original application is. Like they don't fade weird where patches are missing or peels up off your lip or anything like that. I mean, Colourpop just really, really killed it with this one. So much so that I wanted to pick up some other colors, and I think they just actually launched their spring collection, which has 3 more Ultra Satin lips, 2 of which look very, very intriguing. So I may have to give those a whirl. But so far, my 2 favorites are definitely Frickin' Frack and the Rabbit. Love, love, love. So you guys, that completes our favorites from March. Now, as you notice by the title, these are the March favorites and fails. So I do have a fail, and I feel as though this is the first fail that I've had since I've been doing favorites. Like I don't know that I've had a specific, oh no, I did have one fail, but I don't know if I talked to you guys about it. But this is yet one more fail, and it has been so hyped on YouTube that I was like, oh my gosh, I have to try it. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation in the color 09 Tan. You guys, I wanted to love this so hard because I had just come, off of my discovery of my own stash of the True Match Lumi, and I was like, ooh, drugstore is popping right now. That is where it's at. Let me get in here, get this Milani, because Milani really has been killing it. They have great liquid lipsticks. They have great eye products. They have some shadow palettes that just released not too long ago that are really, really nice. Like, Milani is definitely stepping it up. So when I heard that, girls were going ham over this foundation, I was like, let me get my $9.99 in there and see what the hype is about. Don't bother. Don't waste your money. I mean, I would take it back, except I bought it at Walmart, and Walmart is such a whole thing, any of them in my area, that I just can't be bothered. This foundation is so cakey. So cakey. I mean, I did not use a whole heck of a lot. And I just threw it on one night, like not night, but one evening. I was like, oh, let me just try it. And then I'll wash my face in a little bit. We can kind of try it out a little bit and see what the hype is, because I was super excited. It sat on my skin so oddly, like just really caked on. It showed every pore in my face, which is interesting to me because I don't have super large pores and I don't do extra steps in my routine to hide the pores that I do have. Like, they're fine with me. I'm not mad about the pores on my skin. But this just exaggerated every single pore on my face. It was so cakey. It was like matte and weird and crazy. I mean, I really hate to say hate, but I did not enjoy this foundation. So I took it all off and I was like, well, had a little itch on my nose. It's like, well, maybe I'll give it another shot. I'll give it another shot and see. And I thought about doing that, but honestly, you guys, like, there are several foundations that I have that the instant I put it on my skin, I knew instantly that I would love it. I knew instantly about the True Match. I knew instantly about the Cover FX, the oil-free one, and like the tube. I knew instantly about the Makeup Forever. I knew instantly about the Giorgio Armani. I mean, I've tried a few, you know what I'm saying? And this just was a fail, a big fat, not cute fail. So don't waste your money. By all means, if you love it, that does not mean that I think you're crazy or that you're wrong. You are entitled to your opinion. So please don't be angry if this is your holy grail. I wanted it to be. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. So we're going to leave it at that. Now that we finished the one fail that I had, you guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you again so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in and checking out my videos. I can't say that enough. If you did enjoy this video, definitely go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have some favorites that I didn't mention or that you've never heard me talk about, definitely leave them in the comment section below. You guys know that I love to check out the new stuff. And other than that, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you've done that already, thank you for coming back. And that's all I got for you. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.